I always save the good ones for you guys. I start watching a good one and then I have to turn it off because I'm like, no, save it to watch with them. So we like to sometimes watch the women in the wild on this channel. Sometimes. Sometimes it's too much. Welcome back to Far From Eden. Good to see you here. Good to have you here. And if you're new here, welcome. And if everybody could hit like on the way in, I get it. You haven't seen it yet, so you don't know if you're going to like it. But I forget to say it in the middle, so we really need to do that for this stupid algorithm to get with it. That's what I hear. That's what I think. But anyway, the most important thing is that you're here right now, and this should be a little entertaining. Like I said, have not seen the whole thing, saw enough of the beginning to be like, oh boy. Because here's what I want to ask you guys. I still don't know what I think about this, but given that yesterday we read through some scripture and kind of compared that to the lady folk nowadays and what exactly the intentions were. Was it just men trying to keep women down, or was God like, no, that's what I meant? But I think, you guys remember how in the Bible they talked about people a lot of times being possessed. They talked about it. Like it's freaky to think about this stuff. And for so long in society, we've talked about science and being able to measure things, and being in school has distanced us all from how much of the world is spiritual and how real that is. Even those of us who believe, it's still, we're meant to look at this as all mental health issues. And I started thinking about this a few years ago. I was thinking about, say, somebody with schizophrenia, so to speak. And I don't mean mild schizophrenia. I mean like, the stereotypical schizophrenia where they're imagining things and they're paranoid, etc. And they're talking to people that aren't there, everything. I started thinking to myself, what if it's not a mental illness? What if it's not mental illness? What if it's something spiritual? And then I started thinking about, well, in the Bible, they talk about people being possessed. And I thought, well, what would the difference look like? So anyway, these are all sort of questions that are milling around in my brain. And when I see certain videos like this, I go, is that what we're seeing? Oh, and interesting, or at least to me, it's interesting. They talk about alcohol, and I say sorry, the doggy is being a bad girl. I'm just gonna throw my hat over there. Anyway, sorry about that. So spirits, like wine, liquor, spirits, why do they call it that? Is there some kind of connection that people think that it opened a doorway to stuff like that? I know there are really smart men in the chat, so I could do like a Google search, but honestly, I don't trust it. Like I don't think that legitimate information is actually going to come up there. I think you guys are much more educated and knowledgeable on this topic. I don't want some pop psychology, I don't want that answer. So the whole idea of spirits, do they mean like evil spirits? Like, what is the connection? Or am I just drawing something that's not there? So anyway, we have this lovely lady to study and see what we think might be going on. And I invite you, please look at it through a different lens. Like, okay, yes, might be under the influence. I'm not sure. I didn't watch enough of it to know. But under the influence, mental health, these are all the things that we're taught to use to explain behaviors away. And sometimes you might say, well, no, it's not mental health issues. It's not intoxication of any type, just very bad manners or outright, female nature. I don't know. But what is it? Because I don't think it's just, oh, mental health, oh, bipolar. I don't think so. I think there's something else going on. with the ladies. So now you guys tell me what you think. This comes from Lens of the, if I could read my own writing, Lens of the Police body cam videos. That's what it sounds like. Okay, let's see.
On September 25th, 2023, in Marshfield, Wisconsin, officers
The link will be in the description.
Responded to a minor traffic crash involving a flabbergasted female.
Address Marshfield, 2015 on the Civic.
Oh my God! Why are you? Get away from me! Ma'am, I'm.
Who's involved in the accident?
From what I gathered, is her. She rear-ended him because he was sitting at a light that was green, and then I'm trying to talk to and just calm her down, and she's like, "Officer, I have to go.
You can't leave yet. Don't leave.
I'm in the middle of an order. I have food in my car. I have food in my car.
You need to calm
I
down.
have food in my car.
Ma'am, you need to calm
I have
down.
food in my car.
Stand over here.
Leave me alone. Babe, you need to get here. You need to get here.
All right, let's just take a moment and say what we always say. Imagine if this was a man behaving in this exact same way. I know that's not what we're here to study, but imagine this is a man behaving in that same way. Walking all around. You know, he isn't searched yet. We don't know if she has a weapon. You know, we don't know if she has a weapon. We don't know what all her intentions are. We have no idea. And yet she's walking all around, screaming at the top of her lungs, and apparently was just in a fender bender. And now she's on the phone saying, babe, you need to get here. Oh, so many questions. Okay, there's a babe. Somebody, she has a boyfriend or a husband, and he needs to get here. Okay, we'll see. Good God.
You can go.
Thank you.
Kayla, what
Get
happened?
here now! Because these cops are pissing me the fuck off!
Kayla, you're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere.
No!
All right, Kayla, you're going to be detained. You're going to be detained.
Stop!
Why are you running away?
Great! He wouldn't fucking let.
Hey.
There was a green light!
There's
And he didn't
an
go!
accident. Why are you yelling? Why are you freaking out?
Because I'm in the middle of work! Please, I have to go to work!
Okay, well, you're not going anywhere.
I'm not going
Chris,
anywhere!
get over here.
I'm not going
Well, you
anywhere!
keep running around.
There was a prequel. Did you see that flash? Where it was black 6 months earlier. I hope there's more information on that. Good God. Screaming. So I guess she's not under the influence. She's just, so what is it? So people would say, in our day and age, people would say, oh, it's mental illness.
Around. Sit down.
You need to get here now. These cops they're pinning me to a corner.
Ma'am, we're trying to gather information so we can get you out of here.
I'm just trying to pick and say,
Okay?
Kayla.
my car is
Kayla.
I need to see if it's gonna start.
No. You're not
I
getting
need
in
to
the
see if
vehicle.
I'm not.
You're not getting
Then
in the
can you
vehicle.
start
You're
it?
getting detained
No,
right now.
please. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please,
Stop
please
yelling.
get here, please. The cops are trying to arrest me.
Kayla, we're not here to arrest.
Okay. Typical female behavior. Yell and scream for one man to come and help with another man. Use one man against another. They do this all the time. Usually you will hear it when you hear, oh, my ex was so abusive, but you are so different. You're sweet. You listen to me. He was awful. And then the new guy's like, oh, I'm a good guy. Yay. And then, cut to a few years later and he realizes, oh, I'm the wallet.
You. Kayla, you can't.
Kayla, can we sit over here, please?
Please, no!
Kayla,
Get here now, please!
we just have to conduct
Get
an
here
accident
now!
investigation, okay?
Get here now!
Wow.
This could be solved very quickly.
Stop! I
Kayla,
didn't do anything! I didn't do anything!
Kayla, get out of the
do
street!
anything.
Get out of the
I
street!
didn't do anything wrong!
The organism does what has made the organism successful. Somehow, okay, her brain right now thinks, do this because this will make things better. At some point in time, her brain learned that. You cannot let your daughters get their way through tantruming. It is obvious to me when I watch a lot of these types of videos that these people were allowed to tantrum, and say it happens in the middle of the store, for example, the child's tantruming. And we'll say it's a little girl, since we're dealing with the adult version right now. They're having a tantrum, and the mom just, it's like, make it stop, make it stop. So basically, the mom will give in and give the child what they want. Or if they're not able to do that in the moment, then they might, if the child is freaking out about something else, they might bribe the child out of it and give them something like, do you want a cookie? Do you want to get a treat? Right? Anything like that. You have to show the child who's tantruming that that behavior does not get them what they want. And you can never, ever, ever let it go the other way. Under no circumstances, no matter how inconvenient it may be for you, this is what has happened right here. This has been like, well, you feel frustrated. This is validating every single thing your child feels, because sometimes it's not okay. And sometimes the feeling might be okay, but the chosen action isn't. And you know what? You have to be able to teach them that. But generally speaking, that's what the father does. And I know people's heads will explode, but it's true. If you don't believe me, take a look. It's 100 single mother homes and 100 single father homes, and you tell me who has emotional regulation and who doesn't.
Kayla, settle down.
I'm in front of my car is fucked! My life is over! Why
Let's
did
just
you
gather
go?
up the information.
Tell me you've never had a real problem without telling me you've never had a real problem.
And get out of here.
It was great!
Kayla, you just have to do an accident investigation.
Oh no!
Kayla,
Oh no!
calm down.
Oh no! Oh no! Please, can you see if it starts for me?
Kayla,
Please,
we
can
can see
you
if
just
it
see if
starts.
it starts?
Yeah, we can do that.
Mistake. Do you see how they're doing that? I think you might say, oh, they're trying to de-escalate the situation. It doesn't de-escalate the situation to respond to a screaming, hysterical woman who's not following any kind of directions, who's just been in a car accident where she clearly rear-ended that guy and just walked up and started screaming at him. When she screams at you an order to start a car, you start saying, yes, okay, yes. Should have said, no, get over here now. It's an order or it's not. What would it be if it was a guy?
Oh, I just got into a car accident. My car's fucked.
Kayla,
That's
it's
your mom.
okay. It's okay. Is it leaking anything?
You got a green light, he wouldn't go.
Hey, Kayla, you have insurance?
Off.
Okay.
My car is stuck. Oh my god! My car! This car is perfectly f***ing fine now!
Kayla, it's okay.
Oh my god!
It's okay.
It's okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. That guy just got rear-ended. Like, I hate this. You know, I hate the way they treat her. Do you see why she acts like this? Because it works. Do you see them putting handcuffs on her? No, you don't. Do you see them detaining her? No, she's not following any orders. Why? Because she's having the tantrum. And they're like, Kayla, it's okay. It's not okay. She's figured out if she panics enough and looks like she's freaking out enough, you know, consequences kind of go away. It's working. It's working so far. I mean, these officers should be ashamed. I am not a giant statist. I've said that before. But I'm saying, like, they do it. What would they do to a man? You know, it's.
Kayla.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
log a phone number for Jeremiah in the log.
No, it doesn't matter. My
Well,
car
you're
is
not the one who
rolling.
for attention, but
My car is rolling.
It looks drivable, Kayla. It looks drivable.
My car is rolling. Oh, God, why are you laughing?
I'm not.
Good. That's funny.
Myself. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna myself. I'm done.
All right, it's an act. And yeah, I could have said that sooner, but here's how I know for sure, because they always give themselves away. He was laughing. She caught him laughing. Then her voice tone totally changed. The panic, this sad, panicking, tantruming little girl started talking about, you know, doing some things that you can't talk about on YouTube, but that's what she was talking about. And so she totally shifted direction with her tactics to try to manipulate these cops. Like, I think she wants the cops to think, and I think she thinks they will think, oh, she's too upset right now. You know what? Nobody who's this upset could have really done anything wrong. You know, we should probably just write down some information and, you know, and then whenever somebody comes to pick her up, just like let her go home. I think she thinks that if she carries on enough and makes a big enough fuss, that, you know, they'll feel sorry for her or what have you, or think I think women think if they're a big enough victim, then they can't be accountable. It's a tactic they use. So, for example, if a woman files for divorce, oftentimes she will accuse the man of being abusive, you know, emotionally abusive, financially abusive, verbally abusive, whatever all the abusives are. And a lot of times those will be false. But why does she do that? Because she's blowing up a perfectly wonderful marriage and to a perfectly reasonable guy for selfish reasons. Well, that doesn't sound good. So I guess we have to make it be about, oh, I just couldn't be free. I just couldn't live my life. I couldn't have anything for myself. So he's the bad guy. She's the victim. Therefore, she's not the evil witch that blew up her marriage. She's not the evil witch that stole the children from the father. Like, you see what I'm saying? So they think that if they are a big enough victim in the situation, then they can't be the, you know, the villain. First thing they have to do, identify villain. Who's the villain? The guy who sat at the green light. He's the villain. The cops are kind of the villains too, because they won't, you know, F off or leave her alone or what have you. She's clearly a victim. And she's so virtuous. She's working. She's got food in the car. I don't know if she's DoorDash delivery or driver or what, you know, but she's got important things to do. And she's on the phone to the husband. She's on the phone to the mother. Notice there's no father of hers. But you know, they cast the roles, and so they have their own little fairy tale going on. And here she is, the lovely damsel in distress. Oh yeah, she's trying to make the husband into the hero, right? She was giving him the chance to be the hero because these cops are, you know, cornering me. Give the husband the chance to be the hero. Come on, husband, be a good guy. And you know that husband's not thinking, oh, I get to be the hero, because I guarantee you by now he's over it. But he's probably thinking, oh God, I'm gonna have to do something, or I'm never gonna hear the end of it. But what do I know? I'm probably just guessing.
Oh no, this is insane!
Kayla, your radiator's fine.
Up yourself.
Your radiator's fine.
I'm gonna get a picture quick and I'm gonna get you out of here.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Oh my God.
Your radiator's not.
Shut up!
You should be able
Shut
to drive.
up!
You're not leaving.
Do you have another unit coming?
Yeah, I got someone. I asked for
Oh
one. I don't
my
know who's
God,
coming
the
down.
light was green! It was green!
We just gotta get some pictures.
No. No.
What?
Well, there's no damage to his, it doesn't seem like. There's just damage to yours.
Yeah, I know. Great. Funny. Great. Get away from me.
What?
This is how an accident.
Stop! Don't talk to me!
Kayla, why are you
Don't
freaking out?
talk to me!
Why are you freaking out? Really not too much.
I'm so fucked. I'm so fucked. I can't fix this. I can't fix this. Oh my God. Oh my God.
You guys should see my car. Okay? It's a 2001 Volvo that was sitting out in a field for a while. I think there's still mice in there holding hands, keeping some stuff together. The other day, the heat stopped working. And I was like, well, darn it. Then I thought, well, you never know. You know, my car, her name is Ruby, could just turn it back on. Her right headlight, the glass that covers it, broken. Why haven't I fixed it? Because I was like, she's probably not going to run for that long, right? Paid $800 cash for her. And I thought, if I invest a few $100s to fix her eyeballs, then, then of course that's just going to die. Well, goodness gracious, it'll be, it's like a year and a half. So I'm like, you know what? No, Ruby's going to get new eyeballs. But anyway, and there's a dent like on the passenger side. Like, it's just, just freaking out. It's spoiled. But when she was closer and she was screaming, you look into her eyes and you tell me, is that mental illness or something else in there? We talked about Jezebel. And, Jezebel isn't just sexual. Jezebel gets angry too. And there's others. They're not all, that name or of that sort of spirit. So something is going on.
Kayla.
I can't fix this!
Okay.
Wow.
Kayla, get out of the street.
No!
Get on the road! Get
There
on
you
the
go.
road!
Leave me alone!
Get on the road!
I hope they handcuff her, honestly.
Out of my face!
If you keep yelling,
Leave me alone!
listen, if you keep yelling,
I
you
don't
won't
care!
handle
Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Leave me alone!
It's a pretty simple accident investigation.
Fuck off!
it.
I'm not doing
No, you're
anything!
not
There you
going on
go.
the road.
I'm not!
You're not going to go on the road.
This is insane! This is insane! I can't believe it! Oh! You guys are fucking pricks!
You get pictures, Chris?
No!
Do you have what you need for an accident report?
Yeah, we have what we need from the gentleman.
Okay. Do you want to tell us what happened?
No! The light was green and he didn't go!
Okay. Officer Berg will create accident report. You want the case number?
Yourself.
Okay. Do you have her current information?
Do you have insurance?
I'm not giving you anything.
Do you have insurance?
I'm not giving you anything.
All right. Well, we'll just give her a citation for no proof of insurance.
Okay, give me
That's
a citation. I don't care.
That's fine.
What am I getting a citation for?
I already explained it to you. I'm not going to sit here and debate with you.
Insurance card.
You told me.
And she literally is stomping her feet like a toddler. And notice this is another thing you see with the women all the time. They cannot put those phones down. They cannot. And a lot of times what I've noticed is they will be looking at their phones when the officer's asking them a question or wanting something from them. And it's almost like they do a whole, I'm so sorry, I'm busy now. I'm busy. Like you feel like they're like, oh, I'm not taking any questions and busy in some serious business. Like that's what they look like to me. I think they think if they look busy enough, you'll give up. Because it probably works with their kids. They can probably get it to where their kids will just give up, which is terribly sad. But I think that's what happens.
You just told me that I should kill myself and f you. That's what you told us. You have insurance. You were involved in an accident. You need to provide insurance.
I don't have the information.
Then who is it, Kayla?
I don't know.
Okay. Would you like to give it to us at some point? You want to tell us what happened?
The light was f***ing green,
Just-
and my
just-
tires
you don't
are
have to
bald,
you
and
don't-
I slid into his truck.
Okay.
Oh, that's more of an explanation than I got.
Your tires are bald?
That's what Cheryl told me
Okay. When was that?
the other day.
Can you come off the road?
No, I want to get hit by a car.
Why?
I'm
Why? It's an accident.
I can't afford to fix this.
You probably don't have to fix it that much.
You guys are f***ing retarded, straight up f***ing stupid.
Okay. I'm not going to put up with
Awesome.
All right.
I
Good.
don't
Good luck.
have an insurance card. My insurance is through a different state.
that. Through what? Okay. You can call Officer Berg tomorrow and let him know who your insurance is.
No,
Okay. Well, then you will be cited for that.
that's fine.
Okay.
I don't care.
All right. I can take care of all the crash report stuff. It doesn't matter. I don't know.
So she rear-ended the car. Yeah. So that ticket and then no insurance. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Easy enough.
My goodness.
Kayla was charged with disorderly conduct for her behavior.
Oh. Huh. She was charged with disorderly conduct.
How much have you had
What
to
has
drink
happened?
tonight?
This has gone into the next video. I'm so sorry, you guys. I told
One
you
or two
to
drinks?
pause, and it's book interest.
What kind of drinks?
Okay, there you go. Oh yeah, I know exactly what I'm doing. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, so I mean, clearly they did not think that there were any intoxicants involved. They knew who she was, calling her by her name. I never saw them ask for identification or what her name was. They were just right away calling her Kayla. And then we saw that quick little snippet where it was 6 months ago and she was freaking out about something else. Is it mental illness that's going on? Or is there something else? Is it something else? Because we seem to be having a lot of agreement the other day with the Jezebel video that I made. And I'm like, is it illogical to think one is real and then not think that other demons and evil spirits in this world exist? I just wondered what y'all's thoughts are on it. And if alcohol does play a role, because we've seen a couple of those where alcohol was definitely involved. It just seems like there's more than meets the eye and more than what they explain to us. And after everything that a lot of us have learned in the last several years, like waking up to a lot of the stuff that goes on in this world, I don't really think we should discount anything. Even if it's a crazy idea, even if I'm way off base, I don't think it's a bad thing to sort of at least have the thought exercise and say, well, we're not crazy to at least consider it. And I would say also, if those possessions happened in the Bible, why would it be different now? Why would there not be them now? So if I talk any more about this, I'm going to freak myself out. I know that I am protected, but I'm also not going to walk down that route and think about those things too much, let my mind stew in that too much. I don't know what that is like for men, or if men should do that. I mean, obviously not go and like learn it and become whatever, but like just to even learn about it, I have a feeling it's more dangerous and problematic for women to do that because we are much more suggestible. So as my mother taught me, which this was one really great thing she taught me, never ever open that door. You know that those evil things exist, know that they do, but don't go learning about it even out of curiosity, because it opens a door. So I'm treading very lightly right here, but I want to call things by their right name and, understand it the way God would have me understand it. So anyway, I hope you at least managed to get through that little anthropological study we just had. And I can't wait to hear to read what you guys have to say about all this. And we'll have to watch another one in the near future where alcohol is involved. I don't think that'll be hard to find. So we can see, think about that with the spirits, question further. I think there's a lot here to unpack and at least watch and study with our own eyes. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. And I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves and knowing that you do have a purpose, whether you know it or not, you do. And I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.